the Targa Florio, the oldest race in the world. And of course in sim racing, where we can race just about any circuit in the world, we can now race on the Targa Florio, thanks to Abulzz. This is version 0.2.02, which has just been released recently. Most work that they have done in the last few months have been preparation and processing of the LiDAR and photogrammetry files. They reckon they are about 75% done on the LiDAR data processing at the moment. Abulzz describes it as basically like a giant 3D puzzle. Nothing difficult, just very time consuming. Aside from the LiDAR data and photogrammetry, they are also working on replacing the 2D trees with 3D trees. In 2021, a lot of the buildings were just white boxes in the various towns along the circuit. They now all have nice textures on them. Now, I've been a Patreon of this circuit since about 2021, and I've seen it go through so many changes to where it is now. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when something piques my interest, whether it's a car I've found in sim racing, or a track, or a documentary I've watched on TV, and it piques my interest, then I'm away off down a wormhole online, away off researching Wikipedia, looking at any YouTube videos and whatever, and I've done that with Targa Florio. I knew a little bit about the race, but not nearly as much as I thought I knew, and it's a really interesting one. The Targa Florio was founded in 1906 by Vincenzo Florio. It is older than all the other well-known road races, including the Mille Miglia, which was founded in 1927, Le Mans, which was founded in 1923, and the Isle of Man, which it beat by 1 year, which was founded in 1907. The Targa Florio, based around the roads in Sicily, was known for its winding bends and multiple hairpin curves on treacherous mountain roads. Many elevation changes at heights where severe changes in climate frequently occurred. Like a rally event, and events like the Isle of Man TT and the Mille Miglia, the race cars were started one by one every 15 seconds for a time trial, as a start from a full grid was not possible on the tight and twisty roads. The Targa Florio lasted until 1973, when it was discontinued due to safety reasons. There is still a Targa Florio rally event held every year. During Targa Florio's history, there has been different circuit variations, but the one we're looking at today is called the Piccolo circuit, which is 72 kilometers long. So I'm going to break it down into about 4 or 5 videos for you guys, so as I can really spend time showing you the different sections of this circuit. On this stage 1 video, we were travelling from Floriopoli, where the pits are, up to the first town, which is Cerda, where the official start-finish line was back in the day. The Piccolo circuit has around 800 to 900 corners per lap. To put that into perspective, most purpose-built circuits have between 12 and 18 corners, and the longest purpose-built circuit in the world, the 13-mile Nürburgring, has about 100 corners. Therefore, learning any of the Targa Florio courses was extremely difficult and required, like most long circuits, at least 60 laps to learn the course. And unlike the purpose-built Nürburgring, the course had to be learned properly in public traffic, and one lap of even the Piccolo course would take about an hour to do in a road car, if there was little to no traffic. It's absolutely nuts that they allowed this. So what car to use for this Targa Florio? Well, I have decided to use the Mercedes Benz 300 SLR, really made famous by Stirling Moss in the Mille Miglia, but it was also raced at Targa Florio, gaining a 1-2. The Stirling Moss, Peter Collins and Juan Manuel Fangio car cling cars finished minutes ahead of the best Ferrari and secured the title at Targa Florio. Now, during my deep dive into Targa Florio, I have unfortunately learned that the Sicilian Government are thinking of knocking down these old pit buildings and grandstands round about here to make way for a new road and a new railway spur. So there is a petition to stop that. I'm going to put it on the screen here and I'm going to link it in the description. So please go and add your signature to that. It'd be an absolute shame if this ended up like Rouen and they knock down all these old buildings which are of historic value and obviously bring tourists into Sicily. I was in Sicily once, but just for a day on a cruise ship, but if I'd had more time I would definitely have hired a car and come up here. So it would be an absolute travesty if they knocked these beautiful old buildings down. Okay guys, let's get out on this circuit and see what it looks like in Assetto Corsa. And for your pleasure, I am driving it in VR.
Okay folks, so here we are on stage 1 of this Targa Florio course. So we're going to drive from this little starting area up to the pit area, which is just up the road here in a place called Florio Poli. And then from there we're going to drive on to the first town, which is called Cerda. Here we are sitting in this beautiful Mercedes 300 SLR. Look at this thing here. Oh, and there's a train going past. See that? Look at the detail they put into this. Isn't it fantastic? And look at that mountain up there. And the wood just below it. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, look at this car. Nice tartan upholstery. Suits me very well. Nice massive steering wheel here. Look at these gauges. All working, of course. So let's get on the way. As I'm not going to blast along here because I really want to show you things on this. If I get a chance to open it up, I will. But the purpose of this video is really to show you the beauty of this track. So let's get on the way. Beautiful summer's day here in Sicily. Listen to that engine. Whoa. So this is us just coming into Florio Poli. Now when I'm editing the video, I'm going to put some Google Earth footage in here just to let you see how well they are modelling things. So you've got this bridge here, this building here with all the signs on it. Targa Florio banner up there. Look at this, they have a little starting light. You see, to let the cars go every 15 seconds, you see it counting down there. So once it gets down to 0, it would let me go. There we go, Avanti. So let's just go and have a look at this pit area up here. Look at these beautiful signs. Texture on the wall there. Martini, Opal. Look at all these pit areas, isn't it beautiful? Shell, a Jeep. Petrol pumps here as well, with the Shell sign on. Oil cans. Alfa Romeo, viewing areas, sort of offices up there. This little doorway here, which no doubt is access through to the back, probably where the loos are. And look at all this along here. Look at that, and there's the starters box there right up the top, which is still there to this day. Let's burrow round again and have a look at some of the things around here. So look at that view of the mountain up there, and the mountains away in the distance there as well. Buildings over there, like little farmhouses and things, villas, chain link fence. This would be a little sort of grandstand, I would imagine, here. You get a different view of the pits. Look at that. And this is still early days. I mean, they've been beavering away on this mod. Look at the detail up that hillside there with the kind of worn away areas and what looks like a little track. This will be the photogrammetry they're using. It just looks stunning. Here's a little grandstand here. So this is still standing to this day as well. And of course they're thinking of knocking all this down. Make way for a new road and a new railway. Can you believe it? put the link in the description where you can sign a petition to hopefully stop that. But look at this. So let's wait for our proper Avanti before we go, eh? There we go. Okay, so we're leaving the pit area, and it's only about 7 kilometres to the town, the first town, which is Cerda. Got those nice signs around. Buildings down there. There's just so much that has come on since I first got a hold of this track in 2021. So this bit here is fairly flat for a while, and then it slowly starts to climb up to Cerda. Look at this nice building here. Lovely textures on it. And look at these trees. Different types of foliage. Different types of plants at the side of the road. So you can see why they have to stagger the cars out 15 seconds. There's no way these roads are wide enough to have an actual race with cars trying to overtake each other. It just would not work. Now see the hill over there, you can see the road I'm going to go up, snaking up there. Mountain behind us. Look at all that woodwork down there. All these fields of different textures. This is a fairly slow part of the circuit. I mean, I think the whole circuit is hard to really blast around because there's so many corners. But this part in particular, this first stage up to Cerda, is slower than a lot of them, just because of the nature of the roads. Oh, nearly lost it there. So we're starting to climb. Got a little blat along here. Take quite a while to learn this course though. You think the Nordschleife was difficult to learn, wait till you try this. Hairpin bends like this one. These guardrails are there for a reason. But you can cut the corner there. There's another nice little farmhouse. Look at the textures on that. Looks quite abandoned. And you can see the road snaking up the hill over there that I'm going up. Nice little details like this. I guess that's almost like a little marshal's post or something. Little bath outside it. Now a couple of wee cars down there. Now look at that nice bit of vegetation up there. Just different textures to give it a lot of nice variation. And this car feels like the perfect car for it as well. Back to the hill. Now, this is us. You can see Cerda up ahead here. So when I first tried this track a couple of years ago, these buildings were all just kind of white blocks. But now, Abulzz and the guys have managed to texture them. And I think a lot of this has been done by photogrammetry as well. So some really nice details on these buildings with the windows and the verandas and the railings out there, storefronts. Look at that one. It's all a bit of a ghost town just now. What they really need to start doing is adding some stuff for atmosphere, like crowds, people standing on the balconies, some banners, posters, things like this. So here's the main street through Cerda. Look at this. Imagine this with some crowds on it and some banners across the street. Nice little petrol station here. That looks like a hotel maybe in the background there. You can see me in the mirrors with my car in VR. And it's a little kind of garden area, I suppose you would call it. Look at that. And what I'll maybe do, just once we get to the end here, is I'll turn around and go back, and then I'll give it a good blast through here. Targa Florio sign up there. This just looks so good in VR. So good. So this is it blocked off because I'm just doing stage 1, which is broken down in the map. So that's as far as I'm going to go in the circuit on this lap. However, let's do a 20 million point turn. Okay, let's go back along here. Just to give you an idea what it was like for these guys. Let's turn around here and have a little blast along the main street. Whoa, nearly lost it. Here we go. Oh dear, I think I've demolished a bit of curbing there. So that is stage 1. As I say, I'm going to break this down into probably about definitely 4 if not 5 stages to give the track the credit it's due and to show you all the different parts of the circuit. It is 72 kilometres after all. So I hope you enjoyed that first part. Tune in very soon for part 2.